I welcome you all to the 584th meeting of Lagoon Toastmasters Club. There are 3 ground rules which has to be followed during this meeting. Please turn off your cell phone or put them on silent mode. Please refrain talking about sex, religion and politics during this meeting. Please enter and exit only during an applause. The mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide mutually supportive and positive learning environment by which every individual member has the opportunity to learn communication and leadership skills, which helps self-confidence and personal growth. Toastmasters' international core values are integrity, dedication to the excellence, and service to the member, and respect to the individual. Now, let's welcome our Honorable President, Toastmaster Kadav Miraj.
Please give a round of applause to Toastmaster Mumtaz. Thank you, Toastmaster Mumtaz, for your energetic and inspiring introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Today, I want to start the meeting with a simple yet another profound truth. Nothing is impossible. Today, we are all here. We come with a dream, with a inspiration, and to grow. But we think the dream is far ahead from the reality. I stand here, and I want to remind you that the dream, what we have, is closer to what you think. So, if you look at the room here, every one of us has gone through several challenges and hardships. Especially in Toastmasters, when we want to come to the stage and to show our skills and speeches, we always have a challenge in our mind that we cannot come here. When I started my Toastmaster journey in 2014, it was very hard for me to stand in the podium. Now, as a Lagoon Toastmasters President, I am very happy that those dreams are achievable. If we look at the word impossible, if we break it down, it says I am possible. So nothing is impossible. In Toastmasters, we always come here to grow, to inspire, and to learn here. So in every steps we make in Toastmasters, it is an achievable journey. So I see everybody in this room has gone through these challenges and come across this learning stage. And when I see here, I see a lot of our all dignitaries and presidents, our founder of the club, PPM M.K. Rajan sir, and our past president, Toastmaster Sumita Nair, and our past president, Toastmaster Rafi Humayun, and our past president again, Raham Sitara. And when I see here, I can see some of the new faces here and some of the guests from outside. So, can we introduce to our club? How did you come to know about Toastmasters and how did you come to know about club? Your name?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
This stage is so small for me. So I'm Toastmaster Aisha Cham. I'm come from Toastmasters Bamako Aitmak in Africa. So I was living in Turkey where I did my studies and I just finished with my master's degree in computer engineering. And I came there like few days ago, like 2 weeks ago. So I already visited more than 20 clubs, Toastmasters club. And I have been Toastmaster for 4 years. I'm from French countries. And it's a pleasure to be there with you. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you. So, I can see a new face here.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself, your name, how did you come to know?
I'm just a guest actually, I'm not part of the...
That is the role.
That's my guest. Yeah,
Yes.
I got to know about Toastmasters through Rafi uncle actually.
Okay.
So I came here to support him for today's session.
So what do you expect from this meeting?
Um, to be more interactive, obviously.
So you are in the right place.
Yeah.
Anyone else? He already joined.
Hi, I'm Yashwant. I was again invited by Mr. Rafi.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I'm here for that speech.
Okay.
That's pretty much.
So what do you expect?
Well, again, I mean, getting to know people and all that. I was in Toastmasters, by the way. I was in when I was back in my college, so I was in a Toastmasters club there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you are in the right place.
You came for him or came for
Yeah.
You came for him or came for him?
Both, yeah.
So for the benefit of the guests, Toastmaster is an international organization, non-profit organization. It is around the globe with 144 countries with more than 250,000 members. And in UAE itself we have more than 150 clubs with 3,000 members. And Lagoon has been formed in the year 2002. Our founder is here. And we are already 22 years aged now. And we are still growing. So today's specialty of today, I want to welcome this special person who is a very energetic. He started his Toastmasters journey in the year 2009. Still he keeps going, and his family is a Toastmasters family, and his wife is a Toastmaster. And he has, if you want to have a mentorship, you can contact him anytime. He can give flat ratings to improve your skills. So let's put together to welcome this energetic person, Toastmaster Rafi.
Good evening, friends.
Good evening.
Excuse me, Toastmaster Rafi. Take care of the timing, please.
Mind your business, please.
Always you are overshooting the timing.
This
Manage it.
phrase, mind your business, is a profound philosophical, psychological statement. See, when we get irritated by some questions, nasty questions, some incidents, some annoying things, what suddenly comes in your mind? Will you please mind your business? This is what we have learned. But friends, this sentence, according to the great scholar Socrates, has a very deep meaning in this. A psychological, true, profound meaning in this. I have experienced that, the power of this statement. If you make a mantra of saying this as a self-talking mantra, mind your business, believe me, this is going to lead you to focus on what you're going to do. The focus is most important aspect of your journey of life, whatever you do. From focus, you enhance your performance. From performance, there is a resilience growth of profits. So this sentence, mind your business, don't take it so lightly. If you go deep in this sentence, you have the answer for each and everything. Make it your daily mantra before leaving your homes. Recite inside, say, mind your business, have a self-talk yourself, and see how much deeply you will focus on every aspect of your life. In last 20 years, I have been asked one question very frequently. What is the key of your success in business? Friends, life has really favored me with harsh realities. Before I speak my success story, I would like to know from you, how many of you want to become entrepreneurs? Wow. Congratulations for you all. You know why? Because the first step you have already taken. And what is that step? Your mindset. You have put it in your mind, somewhere in the corner of your mind, that you want to be an entrepreneur. Congratulations for you. This mindset is a very, very important factor which plays in molding you as a successful businessman or woman. Now, you have an idea to start a business. What is holding you? What are the obstacles that you face? What are the challenges that you have? And what is the most thing which holds you to take that next step? You have an idea, but you are stuck there. 95%, the answer is that fear. The fear. You ask yourself, what if, how, where, what? These questions come parallelly popping up in your mind. You will be in conflict state. You want to start a business, you want to be an entrepreneur, same time this question keeps bombarding you. What if collapse? What if I can't survive? What if there is no cash? What if partnership breaks? These are the questions, burning questions. It's very, very scary though. But how are you going to come out of this? This fear is going to stop you. I say go and face the fear and be ready to fail. Because $1 million empires are built on the steps of failure. This is the statement I'm going to give it to you as a person standing right in front of you. If you don't fail, you will never come up. Taste that failure in your life. That's going to mold you how to be that successful businessman. Face the harsh realities. If that fear is stopping you, take that fear. Be fearful and take that step. Fail, get up again and face the realities. You will definitely come up. We can see numerous examples, hundreds and millions of examples how people have failed again and again, and they have made empires of millions. So come out of that fear. We can speak a lot about how we want to start business in UAE, how you can be your own boss during the entire course of the meeting. Now let's focus on Toastmasters' main agenda of today. We'll continue the other things. I can bring these aspects of business development as fillers, because to speak on this subject, I need at least 2 hours to come to give a full presentation. So I take up the challenge to be the Toastmaster today and then bring you the aspects of how to do business in this. So my strategy will be here. After every role is done, after each and every role is done, as a filler, I will leave the house open for question and answers. Questions and answers will be only for 1 minute. That will be the filler part for for the conduction of the meeting today. Okay, now we will proceed to the next item in the agenda. It's Word Master. To conduct the Word Master, we have Maiden Toastmaster Mumtaz Afsar. Could you please? Friends, give a round of applause to the Word Master.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
I'm pleased to introduce the word master of this meeting. Let me introduce word of the day. Today's word of the day is lucrative, meaning profitable, gainful, money-making, and remunerative. producing lot of money from business, job or activity. Synonym, well paid, high income and productive. Anonym, unprofitable. Example, he runs a very lucrative computer consultancy business. He decided to turn his hobby into lucrative sideline. So each speaker has to encourage to speak, use this word of the day at least once. I'm going to count on the word of the day. So that's it. Thank you.
Well, by the time you leave the meeting, I want each and everyone to be a lucrative person. Sure that you just be lucrative in each and everything. When you leave the hall, just be this person, lucrative person. Good. Now we'll have the next item here is round robin. Round robin is again an open session. I will leave it to you. If you have anything in your mind, aspects of business, how to start business, what is bothering you, what is stopping you, you can please feel free to ask me. You can start. You have anything in your mind? Or anybody can volunteer. You can ask me any questions. What is stopping you? What is there in your mind? How you want to come up as a business person? Please.
Age is stopping.
Age is stopping. Okay. Now, sir.
Just just
KFC. For business, from a baby toddler up to the person who works in graveyard, he can do business with a lucrative methods. The reason is, even if you are sitting, even if you are in bed, think. And the power of thinking, it makes you, energize you to do the business. Think. Negative aspects is there. Age, money, health is there. But if you want to really focus on success in business, take it in a positive way. Age should not stop you.
Okay.
See, just what I thought, whenever I think about starting a business, I feel I'm going from the comfortable zone to making my life, maybe if it's not work out, maybe it will be uncomfortable for me. Again, coming back to this comfortable, maybe a big challenge.
This is a very common question everybody has. Everybody wants to be on the comfort zone. And everybody wants to dream big, staying in the comfort zone. Right?
Yeah.
How can you dream big? How can you achieve the dreams when you're sitting at comfort zone? The first thing is, take that step. Come out of that comfort zone and think. The mind opens. Break that. Come out of the comfort zone. Face the fear what is there with you. Speak to your mentors. Speak to your guides. Speak to your leaders to whom you believe. They'll guide you. But just sitting at home and thinking, nothing is going to happen. Do something wrong. It's better than doing nothing. Take that step. Just sitting at home and think, what will happen? Nothing. No. Be ready to fail. Be ready to do something wrong. Then you come out of the comfort zone. Anything else?
I have a question. If a person failed 3 or more than 3 times in a business, in UAE, it's very expensive. We have to go back.
In UAE, as I'm a businessman here for last 30 years now, 3 decades. 90% of startups have failed. Not 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. The same person, the same company, the same entity has failed numerous times. Living back to square one. Why? What is this reason behind this of failure? We'll speak. I have allotted 3 minutes, especially on the pitfalls of doing business. I will cover up that one. The pitfalls of business. Why startup fails? Why the business, especially in UAE, is a failure? It fails. Yes, Jashika.
we were talking about the fear of failure, but I have a problem before that itself. I am not getting an idea to start any
Yeah,
business.
yeah.
So
See,
my question is how to get an idea to
Yeah.
start a business.
well, it's a very good question. It's a very thought-provoking question. See, people want to do, but they don't know what to do. Now, this country, UAE country, this place where we are staying and living here, is a land of opportunities. If you block yourself inside, everything, even the glamour of Dubai looks dark. Open your eyes, open your mind. There is an opportunity to get an idea. There is an opportunity. Think. Go out. See what's happening around. You'll get an idea. The idea is the very first step. It's just like an egg which will evolve. Yes, brother.
How much our mindset and attitude is going to help?
How much?
How much our mindset and attitude is going to help us start and running successfully?
This is the nugget, golden nugget to start the business. The mindset and attitude. If you have that mindset to say, yes, do or die mindset, the grit, the determination to do it, you will be successful. In spite of numerous failures. That is what is required, the mindset. Attitude, well, this is also a very important aspect of running a business successfully. You know, at the end, it boils down to money, to profit. So what should be your attitude as a business person? You ask yourself, how people start liking you, how the people wants to be your partners, and what should be your attitude, what should be your approach. You have an answer for that one. So your attitude should be very, 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 very sweet. It should be approachable. Yes. Anything else? Well, okay. That brings the closure for our round robin session. Now from here, we move to another session where we say project speeches. Today we have 3 speakers lined up and we have 3 evaluators to give the evaluation for them. And the first speaker is Toastmaster Ashik. And to evaluate Toastmaster Ashik, it's Toastmaster Jayashankar. May I request Jayashankar to read out the objectives of the first speech?
The purpose of the speech is to introduce himself and also to understand the basic structure of the speech. All the best, Toastmaster Ashik.
Friends, please help me in welcoming Toastmaster Ashik on the podium.
You want me to move the...
Imagine you're going to an interview. You are packed with your CV full of experience, skills. You are very prepared. But you are missing a certain ingredient. Can anyone guess that?
Confidence.
Yeah, anything else?
Location of the interview.
Forgot the position which you applied for.
That's a great one. Amazing, excellent. Yeah, everything's right. But the one I'm going to focus today is selling yourself. You have to sell yourself. In this competitive world, today's competitive world, it is very important. It is very important to sell ourselves. It is not just about showcasing our abilities, our skills, our experience. It's also about captivating the audience. Our listeners should listen, should actually listen to us. Like, they should feel us. We should give an impression to them. So it is very important to know how to sell. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. My name is Muhammad Ashik and I am here today to give my icebreaker speech.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. With that, I am going to tell a story of a boy. This boy has a disease. The disease of lack of self-confidence, lack of belief in himself. He doesn't believe in himself. He doesn't take responsibilities. He also doesn't never vouch for himself. So this disease, the worst part of this disease was he actually believed it was okay to live with this disease. He never thought he has to change this disease. This is the main tragedy of this story. Yeah, we can go on with it. If we look forward, this was the time I introduced this guy. This boy is very young. Time being passed, he grown into a schoolboy. One of the experience I can share of this boy is he was a good athlete. Like he was participating in every sports events like running, jumping, everything, and he has good results. But the problem was he never encouraged himself. I will say an example. There was another boy in this our guys class. He was also very competitive. They were competitive. We always used to win each other. Sometimes they used to get the first prize together. But the problem was every classmate was only encouraging the other guy. Can you say why? This guy, the boy I told you, he was not getting any encouragement from everyone. The other one was getting every prizes, every congratulations and everything. Can anyone guess why that's because?
He's more interactive.
He was celebrating his win more.
Yeah,
He's more interactive.
that was more of a correct one because our guy, he always used to say like, yeah, I was lucky. Yeah, that's why I got the first. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, okay, no thanks. When someone is going to congratulate him, you'll say, yeah, mashallah, yeah, no problem. It's not my skill. Oh yeah, I got lucky. That keeps on going throughout his life. So people started undervaluing him. At first, his graph was here. By time, his graph has gone very low. This disease has actually gone very deep into his personality, his character. When he reached his, we could say, he was very good at physics. He was very fond of physics. He loved to study physics and everything. He actually participated for a science exhibition from his school, and he had done a very good project. And other student from the same class also done. Yeah, it was a good project, but okay. But he got the first for the exhibition. I guess you all know, everyone know why he got the first job, because he didn't know, my guy didn't know how to execute this thing. It was a wonderful job. After the competition, prizes has given, the winners has been announced. The evaluator came to this boy and told, your presentation was very good. Why? Sorry, your project was very good. Why you fail? Yeah, you should be more speaking. You should be more clear about the idea. You should appraise your skills and everything. You failed on that. That's why you didn't get the prize. So it was like an eye-opener for him. Times has passed. He has gone to his first year in college. There was a club, like a photography and videography club in this college. He was very fond of doing all these things, taking pictures and everything. So he decided to go for the orientation of this club meeting. So at the orientation, the club leader will ask, okay, how many of you has done video editing? My guy haven't even done a video before, just raise his hand. Somewhere from his inside, he just raised his hand. Okay, I have done. Everyone is looking at this boy because nobody was very much skilled with video editing. Everyone was okay with photos, but this guy was the only one who raised the hand for video editing. But the reality is he never did a video in his journey. Time has passed. The only reason only because he raised his hand in the orientation, he was the club head at the last year of engineering. Yeah, it was an engineering college, not an arts college. So he realized later in his life that only because of raising the hand at that day, he became a good video editor, and also he had grown a passion in him to start a business, to be a lucrative businessman, to start a video production company by himself. And he started working on it. He started to improve his skills and everything. Somehow he got landed in Dubai. And as we see in his fairy tales, one fairy came to him with a lots of opportunities and a door opened to him. His name is Toastmaster Rajesh, our fairy. He didn't think twice. He attended some guests and everything. Just came here as a guest, and later he joined the Toastmasters Club. So the boy I mentioned all this time is none other than me. I'm Muhammad Ashikas. I'm coming from the southern part of India, Kerala, the cashew. From southern part of Kerala also, the cashew capital of the world, Kollam. Yeah, and this is my journey throughout my life. This is a small part of my journey, and this is one of my reasons to join Toastmaster also. The one keyword that attracted me to join Toastmaster was leadership and entrepreneurship skills. That attracted me more than public speaking and everything else. So I want to be a lucrative businessman. I want to be successful in Dubai. I want to start my own production company. Inshallah, I will do that. So to summarize my speech, icebreaker speech, now it is a water splash speech because the ice is already broken, the water has already melted. To summarize, if I could say why I wasn't able to sell myself, it was because of few key points. It was lack of self-confidence. I was feared of failure. I was feared of getting rejected. These are the things that was holding me back. But if we can work on it, we can realize this is our disease and we should apply our medication to it. And I believe I have started my medication, then that is this Toastmasters. So I suggest everyone to make use of this platform, as I am also planning to do. So thank you for coping up with me for the last 6 minutes.
12 minutes.
Double the icebreaker.
Friends, this is his icebreaker speech. And what a way to start. Upcoming businessman, I wish you all the very success. I see you definitely in Dubai as a successful man very soon.
Special discount for Lagoon Toastmasters, please, when you start your production.
All the best.
Successful
I received many questions from Toastmasters, and Mumtaz Afzal, she has a question in her mind. What is the process for hiring employees and applying for visas? Number one. Number two, are there specific labor laws I should be aware of? Number of working hours, benefits, etc., etc. For this, for me to give an answer is just go to the websites. Lot of information is fitted there because the rules in UAE, especially the MOE and the labor law, keeps changing. What was yesterday, it will not be the same rule tomorrow. So all the rules and regulations about hiring the employees, about the visas, about the regulations, about the gratuities, about the number of hours that you work, overtime, etc., is all updated, and it will be keep updating on the website. Please refer the websites. Well, now we move to the next one in the agenda. We have the second speaker, and that's Toastmaster Muhammad Abdul Wahab. He'll be evaluated by Toastmaster DTM MK Raju sir. This was a change in the agenda. Okay.
Pen and paper. Give the agenda.
Because already mentioned in the agenda, I thought it's not a change. That is well said. Sir, objectives, I think, is the same speech. Second speech.
Second speech.
So, can anybody share the
No, his project 2 from level 1, write a speech with a purpose. Time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Let's welcome Abdul Wahab on the stage.
Have you ever felt or noticed that after staying long time inside the air conditioning system, feel discomfort and it's not enough, like I have to go out? Have anyone felt like that? Yes. This is only due to lack of fresh air available in our house. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Today I want to say something which we take as granted, but which is very much crucial for our health, that is fresh air. As we all know, especially in UAE, wherever we go, we are staying in comfort, like air conditioning environment. For our homes, we are staying in AC. We go to malls, it's in AC. The work where we are doing the work duties, it's air conditioning. So we feel when we are in AC, we think we are in a comfortable zone, but that's not the true. If there is no, because AC cools only the air which is available inside. For example, here this AC, it will take this one, it will cool the same air, it's passing the same air. So if you have not added any fresh air into the air conditioning system, it can be a health issues as well as discomfort. And also, everyone knows that we intake the oxygen and we exhale the carbon dioxide. For example, now we are staying in this room which is completely closed. What will happen after some time? The oxygen level will get decreased and the carbon dioxide level will get increased. Once it's happened, we feel discomfort and totally exhausted. That's the main reason adding fresh air is very essential for air conditioning system. In fresh air, there are high level of oxygen available. Oxygen is very much important for our body. If we have good enough oxygen where we are staying, we can have a good strength, we can have the mind which is function, it will be a very proper way. In homes, we have a very good sleep at night, physical activities and many other advantages are there when we have a good enough of oxygen available in our homes or wherever we are working. Now the question comes in our mind, how we can bring the fresh air into the closed area. So there is a special type of unit has been designed for that one, that is known as fresh air handling unit. In UAE, especially in UAE, there is a regulation. It's mandatory to have in each and every building to have fresh air handling unit installed in that building. Without that, you will not get permission or authority from the government to get approval for the building to operate. But what's happening, once he gets the approval for the building owner will go and he will switch off the FAHU because electricity has to pay by the owner of the building. In order to save the money, he is switching off that AC. So here, today I want to give this speech to make you aware. Go back, like when you go back to your home, just check in your building. There is a fresh air handling unit is available or no. If it's not, if it's available, it's in operation or they have kept in the off condition. Just I will say how this FAHU unit will work. Actually, typically this FAHU is installed on the roof of the building. It will take the outside air which is hot and it will pass through some filters to get all the dust particles and odor to be removed. After that, it will pass to the cooling coil to get the air cooled, and this cooled and clean air will pass us through the duct inside the building, and it will give to each and every apartment some part of fresh air. There is a calculation. Based on that calculation, the duct will design and will give that much fresh air. If that fresh air comes to your house, you will feel comfortable and energetic all the time. I will give a small example what has happened to my family. After my marriage, I brought my wife. I have taken a flat in Sharjah. The flat was, the building was very old, so for sure there is no fresh air handling unit installed at that time because the regulation has came now recently. So when she came, my wife, mostly she spent the time inside the home. The months pass like 6 months, 8 months. After 8 months, she starts having pain in her bones. Then we consulted the doctor. Then he said there is a deficiency of calcium. Then I get the idea because she is staying most of the time at home. That's the reason he has a deficiency of calcium. Then what I done, I have started opening the window. Even the AC is on, I have started opening the window so that some fresh air comes inside the home so that she can feel comfortable. Then when I have changed the flat, I have moved to Sharjah, from Sharjah to Dubai. The first priority, what I have looked into the building, that FAHU is available in that building or no. If it's there, I have checked with the client. Either you're operating all the time or you're making, let's just make a FAHU and you're not operating. So the building where I'm staying, is, they are operating 24 hours and now it's almost 2 years. Everyone is fine, the calcium loan goes up, we are energetic and alhamdulillah it's all well. I will say some tips how you can incorporate fresh air into your daily life. For example, in your office hours, you're working at office, so take a habit to take a short breaks whenever possible. Go out, step out and take some fresh air. And having a plants, indoor plants, it's also a very good idea because plants is the one who absorbs the pollutants and releases the oxygen. And do some outdoor activities which it's mandatory. Apart from that, I can say overall I can say it's having fresh air is mandatory, so that you have to keep in mind, and when going back to home just check the fresh air is there at home or no. And I will conclude by saying that adding and incorporating fresh air into our air conditioning system is the best and a smart way to get good quality of air inside our home. With that we can have a good life and an energetic lifestyle. Back to you.
Toastmaster Hemant has a question. I think I just spoke about this one. The main challenge is the fear of failure and sustaining till the business kicks off. Friends, this is the mindset. The fear is where it is inside our mind. And how to overcome that? You can see numerous examples in front of you. People who have come out of the fear, failed, but still they have come out of the fear by taking that step. Now, it's very general, it's a generalized statement, fear. What type of fear is bothering you? Just focus on that one and then absorb that fear. Take that fear and come out. 99% of the fear is about the collapse, the money loss, the revenues that you lose. That's what keeps bothering you. What if happens? What if? That question, what if, it keeps bothering you. Now, you have seen so many people who have been doing business successfully. They had fear. They had come out of that fear. So there should be an example for you. Get inspired from those people who have come out of the fear and doing the business successfully. They have taken that fear. They have faced that fear. Now, the third speaker in line here is Toastmaster Riaz. Toastmaster Riaz.
Asma. Riaz is timer.
Okay. Toastmaster Asma. The third speaker in line is Toastmaster Asma. And to evaluate Toastmaster Asma, we have Toastmaster Hemant Kumar. Yes. May I request Hemant to read out the objectives?
Yeah, for Toastmaster Asma, her objectives are: the purpose of this project is for the member to identify their primary leadership style or styles. The purpose of this speech is also the members to share some aspects of their primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. Time is 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you. Leadership isn't always about being in front of a room. Leadership isn't always about being in front of people, leading with words and being loud and guiding people. Sometimes leadership can be quiet and supportive. I have learned this by example, not from a conference room or from a board meeting, by the quiet, but the quiet support of my sister, Selma, back in a time when I was going through a difficult time. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, good evening.
Good evening.
A few years ago, I was going through a difficult time. I had big dreams and ambitions. I was applying for so many different positions and jobs, but I felt I was not going anywhere with it. I was applying for so many places that sometimes I will forget where I have even applied to. I will get a call out of nowhere from a person saying, "Hi, good morning, this is this. Are you available to talk about the position you applied for?" I wouldn't even know where they were calling from, and I was the applicant. And I will hesitantly respond and say, "Hi, would you mind reminding me of where you're calling from?" Of course, it's not a good impression, and that will be the end of it. And I will resume with my job searching, of course. That circle dragged for a long time. I kept looking, and nothing was coming out of it. Every rejection, my confidence and my optimism crumbled a little bit more. And it was difficult, and I was not able to get out of it, except with the help of my sister, my younger sister, Selma. She seemed to see that I was struggling, and she was, even though I was not knowing, she was paying a lot of attention to me. And her method of support was not to guide me around and telling me what to do, because she didn't know better. She was just 15 years old. But that support was shown to me in a way where she will know basically when I need it, when it was like a nice outing to a cafeteria for a karak, to take me around and just to like lighten up my mood sometimes. Sometimes it would be in the form of bringing me a hot mug of tea at night while I was busy looking for jobs on the internet. She basically showed me a lot of grace back then, that now when I think about leadership, when I was preparing for my speech today, I went around scouring the internet looking for what to talk about or who to base my speech off. But when I thought about that incident back then, I could not pass basically the support of her. And it took me to think that sometimes leadership is not about big words and big gestures towards people. Sometimes it could just be the quiet, silent support or decency that somebody showed you or shows you when you need help. And that was Selma to me back then. Of course, that phase of my life dragged for months. And at the end of it, I was able to see the light of day. I got an interview eventually. I did not mess up, of course, when they called, and I knew they were. I did the interview and I got the job, and I could finally feel the glimmer of hope again. But when I think about that incident and I think back of it, that was the moment that even though she was younger than me, she was my backbone. Even though I was not talking with words, she knew that I was going through something, and she understood what her role was and how she can support me best. And that was coincidentally what I needed the most back then. So in conclusion, and for my speech, I would like to say that leadership doesn't have to be with big words and actions. Sometimes it can simply be by showing up and being there for somebody, being steady and unwavering, and showing support. Over to you.
Okay, Nilesh is there. In the very, I think we'll wait for the very arrival. 5 minutes back. Okay, there's a question from Jaya. If I start a business, how will I be able to devote my time to my kids? How will I coordinate with a team to ensure projects are completed on time? Well, Jaya, mind your business. If you are focused, okay, before this, have you heard something about the Babalas in Mumbai? How many of you heard about the Babalas? Have you read the amazing story behind their success? They only do one thing, they mind their business. The precision with which what they delivered 200,000 cooked lunch boxes from home to the places where it has to be delivered. Precision, unfailing commitment, and the speed. This phrase, mind your business, teaches you. And the example is the Babalas. Focus. You have kids, you have husband, you have X, Y, Z. And still you want to become an entrepreneur and to be a successful entrepreneur.
I like it. Excellent.
So the answer is just be focused on what you're going to do. Problems are there, associated with your life. But mind your business. Example is the Babalas. The success of the Babalas. It's amazing, friends. No technology, no air taxis, no cars. It's just that mindset, precision time, unfailing commitment is what the successful story of the Babalas. It's here for us. It's a very, very inspiring thing for us to learn what business is from this Babala stories. Okay. Now this brings control to the project speeches here. And I request the timer. Could you please give me the timer? Please.
Yeah. Toastmaster Muhammad Rafi took
Ashik.
sorry, Toastmaster Ashik took 9 minutes. So he's
Ashik 9 minutes. Yes.
Yeah.
Next speaker.
And Toastmaster Muhammad Abdul Wahab took 6 minutes and 59 seconds.
6 minutes 59 seconds.
And Toastmaster Mr. Asma Hassan took 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Okay. 4 minutes and
42. Only, yeah.
Except the first speaker, but still as a debated speaker, I'll leave it to the president to take a decision. Okay, we'll consider all the 3 speakers as qualified.
Grace period is there?
Yeah, grace period.
So then Asma is qualified.
Yes, she's qualified.
Qualified. Asma is qualified.
So all the 3 speakers are qualified.
Yeah.
Friends, now the time here is of a break. Let's go, enjoy, refresh, and come back, and we'll have voting. Okay. There is the voting meter is there. You can use the meter, or you can just manually cast your votes.
The more you liked.
Yes, cannot vote.
Yes,
Yes, cannot vote.
Yeah. Guests can't vote this one. These are their product features. Only the Toastmasters can. If you're done with voting, just have a break. Let's take a break and come back quickly. Rajesh, nice to see you. Thank you. Very nice to see you.
Yeah, we understand.
But numbers not going.
Yes, notice. I have done all this, right? Yeah.
Maybe the scan.
two phones. The first phone we
Scan it.
will to 10 minutes.
Yeah, scan it.
And the second phone will be for each person, every person.
Please scan. Then only it will
Green.
That is what telling them.
Yeah,
we can do.
You are here
Why that XYZ? Okay, XYZ. Why that dirty thought come? Why that?
because he started with this. Why is that?
40 seconds after 3 minutes.
Try to forget
XYZ things.
All the second is for the speech.
Okay.
Yes, but for the other class it's just 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Because there are Toastmasters who love so much talking. We have to be careful with time.
We were making alternative language.